Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're going to talk about hand feeding and engagement. I'm here with 13-month-old Willow. She's a student in my program for off-leash training, and we're going to talk about how to keep a dog engaged while teaching behaviors. If you have one of these things in your house and you want to teach your dog some things or they have some issues, just simply get rid of it. You don't need it. You need to get one of these. Get a pouch or get you any type of bag that you can hold food in and hold it to it can be in your pocket. The problem with things like that is you don't even want to be reaching for stuff at the same time you're trying to mark a behavior, whether it would be with a good or a yes or a clicker. You need to have a marker and still so you can capture that moment that you're trying to get. Think of it as like a camera. You take a picture, boom, you got it. That's the same thing for a dog. When you capture a moment with the clicker and they pay them, now they see that picture. And all these are different pictures in life. So we have things, I have the Kato board here and I have a place board over here. And even though she knows these things and she's been in my program for a couple weeks, I want to show you the steps on how to get there. A lot of times people want everything right now. I want the final product right now. But you have to take it slow. Dog training, slow is fast. So you have to take the small wins and add them up to what you actually ultimately want in the end, right? So take the little things. Don't force your dog to get on things all the way at one time because you're going to fail and the dog's going to be confused. So with Willow, I'm going to show you kind of how we start the stuff, how we start this. And what I want to do is first you want to have contact, right, with food. You want to have her engaged like this. So make sure your dog's hungry, of course. So they have that drive because the biggest way to a dog's heart is through their stomach. So withhold their food or use it for training. What you want to do, you want to guide. They step, bam, pay. All right? And you can keep it coming, keep moving. Pay that, 2 feet, good girl, right? Tell her she's doing good, like reinforce all that, then boom, boom. You could just keep paying. See, as you see, she has a couple feet off. So we just want a little bit more. And she comes, good. And then you want to pay. Also, you see I'm paying with my left hand, but you also want to do things with other hands too. So your dog doesn't know whether it's the left, right, and they're creatures of habit. So they're always going to be looking for that left hand if you're always feeding from your left. So feed both and go back and forth and keep your dog guessing, right? Same thing goes for over here for the place board. Sometimes these things are very, very scary for dogs and they want to walk around it. They don't want to get on it. Obviously she knows it, but a lot of dogs are like, what is this thing I got to step on? It's the same aspect. The principle is the same. Hey, as soon as they step on it, good job. You might even want to throw some down there, right? On there. Basically, you just want to flood the area, make this a positive place to be. When you make it a positive place to be, they want to be there longer because that's where they're getting paychecks. If I told you to stand in a certain spot every morning and I'd give you $1,000, say I said, stand here at 6 a.m. and I'm going to give you $1,000 every day. I bet you're going to be standing there at 6 a.m. to get that money. This is canine currency, right? We just want to make it a good time on here. Canine currency, boom. I'm just dropping dollars on the $100 bills for Willow. Okay, she comes off. But my point being, if you have something that's scary and it's elevated, there's nothing wrong with turning it over and making it less scary for the dog, right? So now it's more flat, it's not as high off the ground, and it won't be as scary for certain dogs. So you can do it like this, let them come across it, throw some food down. Good job, right? Making this a happy place. Same thing as if it's the other way. Okay? Comes over. And then you can flip it over and start working on one paw. Like literally like this, one paw, bam. You want to pay it. And they're gonna start going to it. So, but the biggest thing when you're doing engagement training is to have the contact with the dog, right? You want to have that. Then you can start doing things and manipulating behaviors. If you're using a harness or a retractable or something like that to try to do this, it's not the right answer. You don't have any control with a harness. You can't control the dog's head. It's almost like a horse, where if you control where the head goes, you control where the body goes, right? So if I control her like this, it's a lot better and it's a lot clearer to the dog what I want, right? So we have these 5-foot slip leads that I have had made by Ears Up Canine, right? They tie it, they stay high behind the neck, acts as a collar and a leash. So these are great. If you want one, link is in the bio. Shoot me an email. Also my Instagram, you can DM me on there if you're interested in getting a slip lead, leather, black and brown. Anyways, but you gotta have the engagement with your dog, and once you have the engagement, you can start moving it back a little bit. Good, right? Good, okay? But that's what you want to do as far as luring is concerned. Wherever the canine currency goes is where the dog should go. So rep this out, keep repping, and then when you pay, good girl, you can start to back up a little bit at a time, all right? Once your dog's on there, they understand that's where they're supposed to be. They stay on, you take a step back, you click or say good or yes, or whichever your marker is to capture that moment. Whatever your word is to push that button to capture that picture. I don't care if it's hot dogs and cupcakes. It doesn't matter. As long as it's the same every time you mark the behavior. You can start backing up, good. And you can pay. And she's gonna stay on there because, why? Because that's where the paychecks come, right? Slowly. You might even take a step back and rock back, then come in and then pay, right? What you don't want to do is you got your dog on there for the first few times and then you back up this far and your dog comes off of the place board. Why? You move too fast too soon, and that's the biggest tip for this instructional. Don't move too fast too soon. Slow is fast in dog training. We'll see you on the next one.